All right. Welcome to the 2024 SEC Baseball Tournament Game 5 press conference, joined by SEC Coach of the Year Nick Mingione of Kentucky, along with third baseman Mitch Daly. Sierra and Luke will be passing wireless mics, so again, please identify yourself and wait to be called upon before asking your question. We'll get an opening statement first from Coach.
Good for us to get Travis Smith back out there. As you guys know, he hasn't thrown much, so that was important for us to get him an inning and then be able to sit and get back out there. So obviously he's a huge piece of what we're doing, but thought it was a close game to the seventh. I mean, I thought the job that Robert Hogan did was awesome. Got us 9 big outs. Johnny Hummel came in, got us 6. I think we retired 13 or 14 straight at one point, and then give them a lot of credit. They came back, and we had a couple walks, and then all of a sudden you mix in a home run, and there's the game. But tip my cap to their starter. He did a great job, kept a really good offense off balance for a long period of time.
Let's take questions directly from Mitch, front row on the right.
Mitch, or Daniel Hager, Kentucky Sports Radio. Mitch, as a senior leader on this team, how do you kind of spend the night getting the guys, rallying the guys to come back out tomorrow morning and perform better?
Yeah, you know, same thing as always. You know, they're a good team, and like Coach said, we were in the game the whole time, and we felt confident as a team that we were gonna you know, get that inning and get that swing to get us back in it. But you know, the same thing. Preparation is business as usual. So
let's go to the front row on the left.
Mark Etheridge, D1 Baseball. Mitchell, what was Holman doing to make himself, you know, hard to hit today?
Yeah, I mean, anytime a pitcher can, you know, throw 2 or 3 pitches for a strike, it's probably going to give the offense some trouble. But, you know, hats off to him. He did his thing, and like he said, he kept us off balance most of the game. And, you know, like I said, though, I feel like we were one inning, 1 pitch away from turning it around.
More questions for Mitch? If not, Mitch, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right, if you have a question for Coach, please raise your hand in the front right. I'll be ready, Coach.
Coach, things kind of got away from y'all in the 7th, but as we've talked about all season, your mantras, wins and losses expiring at midnight. But when you guys got to come out and tomorrow morning, you'll be right out here again at 9:30. Does that kind of change, or just kind of hammer that more home?
No, that's the beauty of this team. That's why, in my opinion, one of the main reasons why we've been so successful this year. And you know this league is an absolute grind. And to go wire to wire, to lead the league and to win it, I mean, that is a real challenge. And in my 18 years, it's the first time I've been a part of that. Been fortunate enough to win it 3 times, but never go wire to wire. So, and the only way you do that is, look, you can't ride the roller coaster. I mean, this team, this league, this sport, this, you know, life, whoo, man, if you allow it, you better hang on, and you better hang on tight. You better having them white knuckles, you're hanging on so tight. So you got to be able to move on, and this team has done that as good as any team I've ever coached, and I'm confident they'll do the same thing.
On the left side on the front row.
Minge, what did you see from Trevor? I mean, what has he been going through? I guess it's been, 3 weeks since he's pitched, something like that, right?
Travis,
my bad, yeah. And what did you see from him? It looks like his velocity was good.
Yes, to me that was the number one indicator. You know, as far as like the timing of his delivery, the command and all that stuff, that will come back. When you're throwing pitches with that much velo, was he up to 96? What'd you get him up to? 97 with that kind of movement, the 2-seamer, and then obviously his curveball, his cutter. To be able to command all of that, you know, that's a real challenge. So the rhythm, the timing of his delivery, all that will come. But the fact that he had that stuff, as you know, whether we start him or we bring him out of the bullpen, that is a quality piece. And when you look at our team and our bullpen, he's a huge piece. So I was just happy for him to get out there. As you know, for these guys, whenever they're dealing with just some little nagging injuries or shoulders or lats or whatever, you know, for them to have the peace of mind knowing, like, all right, my stuff is good. Like, I can get back out there. I thought that was a huge step for our team and definitely a huge positive going forward. Yeah.
The front row in the center.
Coach Koki Riley with The Advocate. What was Luke Holman doing today that made things so difficult for you guys?
He did his fastball. He commanded it really well. He commanded it to his glove side. He commanded it up to his glove side. He threw balls away. And then the curveball behind it was really good. So the second he started landing that curveball for a strike and spotting his fastball, it became really difficult. And, you know, you can prepare for that as much as you want. And you look, I believe, you can go back and check me on the stats, but I think the opponent's batting average against him was 178 going into the year. I mean, he just doesn't give up hits. The guy is extremely stingy, and he can command the ball. So he's intentionally throwing balls at times, and then he's throwing strikes. So when you start doing that to lefties, righties, and start changing eye levels, planes, and moving it around, you become really tough to hit. Yeah.
The front row on the right.
You know, you kind of change things up with the pitching today. Like Johnny Hummel comes in the 5th, and then Dom Nyman makes his first relief appearance. What kind of went into some of those pitching decisions, just mixing things up a bit?
When, you know, obviously Travis was not going to be able to go longer than 1, maybe 2 innings. If we were even getting through 2, I think we would have been happy with that with the pitches and his pitch count. But so the second you do that, now all of a sudden that just changes everything because, you know, obviously we would love to have a starter go out there and roll. Wanted to give Dom a look out of the bullpen just in case. You know, obviously anytime you have a pitcher that's never thrown out of the bullpen for you, I mean, obviously that was a huge piece. So we wanted to give Dom the opportunity to come out of there. And obviously with Hogan, and we wanted to kind of extend him a little bit too. You know, we got him up to 3 innings. He got us 9 outs, and I think that's really important for us too, moving forward, to be able to make sure that he's not just a 1-inning guy, to be able to expand him. So I loved the way the game was going. I told our team this. We needed to be in a 2-0 game. It's like, you know, with our offense, you know, well, you guys know all the numbers, what we've done in league play. I mean, I really believe it's as good an offense, if not the best offense in our league. And when you look at the numbers offensively, it's really good. So we haven't played one of those games in a while. You know what I mean? So, but we had the game that we wanted. We had pieced it together exactly right. And then it got away from us, and give them credit. I mean, where they hit 2 grand slams, is that what it was? Yeah, 2 grand slams, and they got the hits right there when they needed it. So tip your cap to them.
Question in the center on the front row.
Coach, I don't know how much time you had to prepare for LSU, and obviously this is the first time you two faced this season, but what do you think has sort of changed with them over the last 20-ish games after that slow start in conference play?
Well, I have insider information since I'm so good friends with Jay Johnson, so I won't let the cat out of the bag, okay? I'll let you guys see if you can pull it out of him. I just think, look, you guys know this, but it's really hard to repeat. It's really hard to repeat. Look at what's happened to the 2 previous national champions. You know, they didn't even make our conference tournament the last 2 years. It's just a real challenge, you know. And talking to one of the other coaches in the league, I thought he said it great. This league is like the greatest, most intense tug of war. Okay, I'll do a prop. You guys want to use a prop? It's like the greatest match of tug of war. And there's just heavyweights, like guys like flexing their muscles, and you're holding on, and it's like, man, here we go. And then like you gain an inch, and you're like, yeah, this is awesome. All right, guys, keep going, and you're fighting, and you're going, and then all of a sudden you get another inch, like, yeah, and then all of a sudden they pull it back, and it's got 2 inches, you're right back to where you were. And then all of a sudden you have a couple things don't go your way, and then all of a sudden you find yourself on the other end going the wrong way. But it's so easy. The margin of victory is so small. It is so tiny. It's why we don't get days off. It's why we just like, man, anytime we get a minute to just try to catch our breath, we're just trying to catch our breath and looking for a, TO to regroup. And to do that over and over and over, it's just really hard. It's just really hard. So they lost a lot of pieces off that previous team. They had to figure out and get some guys in some new roles and move them around. And, some guys are just not there anymore. And then all of a sudden, hey, look, you have another new pitching coach to come in that's been with them. And there's just so many moving pieces that have to happen. And by the way, the whole time you're trying to figure stuff out, everybody else is just, they keep pulling really hard. And it's like, so this is what I know. I will say this, and I believe this with all my heart. Jay Johnson is one of the best coaches in all of college baseball. And if there was somebody who was going to figure it out, it was him. And sometimes it just takes longer. It just takes longer. And is it easy? No. But I think we can all agree that when you look at their team, you look at their arms, and you look at their positional players, they have plenty good enough players. And they're clearly one of the best 64 teams in the country. That was a really long answer to a short question, so I hope it made sense.
All right, any more questions for Coach? If not, Coach, congratulations for winning the regular season tug of war.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck tomorrow.
Man, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys being here, making our league what it is. Go Cats.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Mark, how you been, man? Yeah, you been good? All week?